All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is your General Greene here on the 29th. I've been doing some time traveling. Just got off a big flight. And so wanted to open up today's video with that, actually. The fact that the White House has now admitted that time travel and the bending of space-time reality exists, is real, and they're using weapons, according to Donald Trump, this is what he says, that the American people have no idea of. Advanced technologies that could be alien in format and a whole heck of a lot more. So I'm General Greene. Please like and share. Let's dig into this. So what is Trump saying here? What is Trump saying? I believe Trump is revealing the alien invention, which is artificial intelligence, alien invasion, that I've been talking about for a very long time. Look, arguably, even the currency reset that's currently taking place with Bitcoin and crypto is from the future. It is futuristic technology that's already been war gamed with algorithms into the future, sent back into the past, present reality to then move the system into the new system. And so that's what's happening. Also, interestingly enough, we're seeing the war gaming, and we all know it's an inside job. We saw Europe yesterday, which I predicted along with you, Spain, Portugal, Belgium, parts of France go dark in an alleged cyber event, which, remember, I can't use the word, but they said that would be the next inevitability after that bat poo turd crap diarrhea was floating around the world. Remember that little poop floating everywhere? Lock everyone down! Get your toilet paper! Close all the small businesses! Bankrupt everybody! The poo's flying everywhere! So we all remember that. And this is what you need to understand. This is all part of the systematic con job setup of the powers that be, this evil, satanic, satanistic cabal that really runs this system. And all they're doing is wargaming these tests. We saw it in Chile. Remember, I told you Chile was the test run for what you saw yesterday in Portugal and all those parts of Europe. So, I mean, we're talking trains ain't working, right? We're talking planes and the airports. We're talking the banks. We're talking the ATMs. We're talking people's elevators. You know, one thing to consider with prepping too is that if you're out of shape, that could kill you, right? If you can't walk 10 flights of stairs, you can't run or jog a mile at the very least, you might be crap out of luck during a grid down. I've said this for years in America, especially, there'd be panic and pandemonium. Every soccer mom in a freaking minivan would be panicking if they couldn't roll through McDonald's and get a freaking Starbucks Frappuccino or whatever it is for $10. It would be mayhem in less than 48 hours. And I've seen this, actually. I've wargamed this myself. I've been through multiple traumatic incidents just serendipitously in the last couple of years. I mean, Maui was a giant apocalyptic inferno. I remember waking up, my wife kind of pinching me like, hey, honey, you need to get up. It was the Armageddon apocalypse in front of us. There was a large fireball raging right towards us. There's fires burning all around. This whole grid went down. Power went down. Wind is battering the freaking houses and the windows. And then, of course, the authorities were nowhere to be found. It was darkness for days. People were like out with their kids on sidewalks trying to get food. And no one came to help. No one came to save anybody. There was no police presence at all. The only thing they were doing is preventing people from leaving the actual burn zone. So again, you just have to understand human nature and where this is headed. But the point of this video is not just your preps. I want you to understand that really I'm a time traveler from the future. People ask me, Christopher, how are you a general? I'm a general of God. I'm a general of the kingdom of Christ, ladies and gentlemen. Time is an illusion. Time isn't freaking real. And I've been telling you this for freaking years. Just like money isn't real. Just like it's all an illusion. But this is the point. They're running these war games and these tactics at a very high simulative elite level. Okay, and this is all about the setup. So I want the American people, and you tuning in especially, and you're smart and you get it. I want you to know that you're being set up for all this. This stuff isn't accidents, lockdowns, bat poo flying everywhere in 2020 wasn't an accident. None of it was. The mainstream media warping, the admission of time, reality, bending, and quantum mechanics and physics, altering all of human, all of it's a lot of it is propaganda. And again, they've got to set this precedent that there's some kind of alien form of technology taking us all over. And the reason for that is, of course, they have other aims and measures that they will be implementing soon. We all know what those are. Of course, it's not just the technology, but it's the physical, biological stuff, the merger, the Neuralink, the synchron, those advanced technologies that will, open your front door or start your car or monitor how your blood pressure. It's going to be so wonderful having that brain chip in. Well, I want you to imagine the grid going down like it did yesterday, okay, in a mental blackout. People will literally be on sidewalk like foaming from the mouth like rabid dogs, brain dead. I want you to understand how bad this is going to be. The American people, the dip crappers out there think it's a good thing to allow these technologists with Asperger's on the freaking spectrum that were all nerds in high school, if they even attended high school, probably most people didn't even like, to give them the keys. Let's give Zuckerberg the keys to our brains. Yeah, let's give Elon Musk the keys to our head, for crying out loud. I mean, like as if he doesn't own enough. The last frontier has always been the Internet of Bodies. A lot of you have heard of Internet of Things, IoT. It's always been the Internet of Bodies. That's the next main thing to roadmap, which is what they're doing. Even Elon Musk said yesterday. 2 days ago, I think it was, because I've been time traveling myself on all these darn, locations. But he said that basically all human surgeons will be replaced, even the best, the highest paid specialist, high-level people, in 5 years. So robots are taking over the entire society. Outside of that, it's also a giant setup for what we've been teaching here for a very long time, what we do professionally, is that they're setting you up for this currency hijacking. The dollar collapsing isn't a mistake, it's what they want. The debt imploding on the United States is intentional. The tariff war and these discombobulations every freaking few days is exactly what the too big to fail elites are trying to do. Again, they have put very powerful people in power, like the Treasury Secretary Besson and others, that are literally kings of imploding fiat currencies. They've done it with the British pound. They're now doing it with the US dollar. Case in point, for years, I told you that US government and governments around the world would not ban cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. They weren't going to ban them. But that was the common message from every dickwad pundit out there, saying, oh, it's going to be banned. They're not going to allow your precious Bitcoin, Christopher. Oh, it's going to go to zero. And I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. It's called game theory. What's going to happen is that basically governments will be forced to buy it. Then they're going to start shock buying. They're going to embrace it and co-opt it. And BlackRock's going to own all of it. And I was proven right about that. And today, Trump has even said that. We're in a new space race. We're in a Sputnik moment for governments worldwide to accumulate the technology of the future, the time-traveling algorithm, which is Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and of course, the tokenization of all real-world assets. So understand that what the White House is saying, I mean, there is truth to it. There is no reality. There is no time and space. All of it's infinite. God created it. He made it. It's an absolutely beautiful weapon that you can use as a Christian to not just defend yourself, but to thrive and to survive, and more importantly, get on offense as we enter basically the apocalypse. I mean, look, this is economic collapse. It's hyperinflation. Average home now is $1 million. Like average starter homes in 233 cities are now $1 million. So it's like you get out of college with no job and you need $1 million to go buy a dump. So just understand this is the systematic dismantling of the United States, systematic dismantling and unraveling of the middle class. Look, they've got to figure out how to replace human beings, which is why they want inside your head. They're going to have robots take all your jobs. I mean, even highly skilled physicians, for crying out loud, making $500,000 a year, are going to be replaced by robot surgeons, remote surgeons, digital technologies, all kinds of machines and drones in our sky. Every American city is going to be filled with these things. You're going to be monitored 24/7. Waymo cars will be driving their passengers off cliffs. Tesla batteries will be remote detonated once they're hacked, like what we saw yesterday. And people will literally be brain dead, foaming from the mouth like rabid dogs that have been, under some kind of satanic possession. And you think I'm joking, and I'm not. The satanic beings, these devil worshipers, the same people, the same deep state cabal currently in power, around the world above our politicians. They have very sinister, evil population plans ready and set. And again, I always told you that if you looked at it economically, it would always be the reset, which I was calling it that before they named it. It would always be an affordability crisis. They're not going to crash it in a 1929 this time. They're going to crash up into Bitcoin and crypto and tokenization. Make sure you can't afford anything. Make sure your kids are broke. Remove your sovereignty. Remove all your freedom. All these emergency executive actions, by the way, are still in place. All those companies have no legal liability till 2030, ladies and gentlemen. It's one big con. It's one big racket. It's one big scam. 2008-09 was an inside job. So is everything else. You're living through the reset. They're putting out propaganda and lies. The media is completely the opposite of the truth. And they've even infiltrated alternative thinking and the quote unquote alternative media now by placing the same mainstream media pundits. They were working for Fox forever. They were taking checks for hundreds of millions for Fox News, the enemy of the people, the fake news. But no, now they're the alternative podcast. It was all a hijacking. America's a rigged scam. Money isn't real. The US dollar is fake, which is why they're crashing it. And if you want to save yourself and your families, go to God on that, but get activated along with the winning team here at islandproject.com. Newsletter's coming, 2 new properties I'm announcing. Very excited about that. RSR set to moonshot. It's my number 1000X pick. See our terms and disclaimers. It is an honor. I love all you guys so much. And again, I want you to set your sights high because the elites aren't thinking small, just the American people. Think about it. What are the elites doing? Capsizing the entire Titanic, resetting the currency, shock buying with infinite fiat, crypto now and Bitcoin, weaponizing it against the American people. And why are they weaponizing it? Why are they turning it into ETFs so they can manipulate it like they've done with gold and silver all these years? Because again, it's all one big freaking con job, one big freaking phony scam. And it's how the general knew they were lying to you about Bitcoin all these years, and I got rich. And I encourage you to get rich too and join us at the Digital Noah's Ark and fight back. Because the golden age, peacefully of course, has been unlocked. We're set to tokenize in 2025. Got huge announcements coming. Please like and share, and I want to hear what you think as a part of this weaponization of the future of technology. The fact that they say time and space has been bended now, and the reality is that we're breaking quantum mechanics, and even gravity isn't even real. And Trump says we have technologies, but they couldn't stop the bat poo. I just want it to sink in for a minute, these freaking dirty little pieces of scum. They couldn't stop a freaking poo butt in 2020. But now they tell us they got quantum physics breakable machines and UAPs and all kinds of crazy cures and stuff. And it's Star Trek, Christopher, but they haven't solved Jeff Bezos's baldness, male pattern baldness, no cures for cancer. Supposedly, they got him. They just want American sheep and a bunch of Piggly Wigglies on their subscription plans. Hey, when you make money keeping the American sheep on a subscription because they're not feeling good, we'll just say, to beat the algorithms there, that's your whole money-making program. You don't even have legal liability to 2030, baby! Racketeering is what it is. But the American people sit. They sit. They're compliant. Not you, but they're, I don't know. We should just do what we're told. As they get hammered, and the middle class gets destroyed. Well, I say we start doing the hammering. All of you are the nail. I say we drive it in to our victory here at the Digital Noah's Ark, as we've declared our victory lap in 2025. God bless. Links below. Text my dad, fill out an app, 150 units minimum, 808-442-2934 and islandproject.com. Get in. Are you in, ladies and gentlemen? Are you in the life raft at the Digital Noah's Ark? That's islandproject.com, the Lamborghini of real estate ownership, fractionally owned income capital gains, tokenized, the best beach and oceanfront properties in the world. Call Papa John now. Get in today. This is the golden age unlocked, folks. at islandproject.com. Become a real, true owner with no bank debt, a whole lot more, and you can use properties worldwide. I love you all. I am General Greene. Click the link below now.
Have not been out. So just, I'd like to bullet point, take the victory lap. We're operating the business. We're getting ready to, at the end of 2025, there's no more founders around.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's done. This brand, we're going to make it a big deal. It's going to be a worldwide brand. If you want a little glimpse into a little more detail into our vision and the operating plan that we have and the vision that we have and how we're going to front all the good things that we've done to create a big boom on the tokenization, give me a call. I take a few of those every day. But we're ready to rock.
Let's go, the Fractional 1000 Fractional! How's next? How you doing? IslandProject.com.